Have you ever stopped to consider just how difficult it can be to truly see someone's character? Every day, we encounter people who appear kind, confident, and composed. But how much of that is genuine, and how much is simply a well-crafted facade? In a world where outward appearances often take precedence over inner truth, many individuals wear masks to conceal their authentic selves. The good news is that you don't need to be an expert in human psychology to discern whether someone is genuine or not. There are two fundamental yet often overlooked behavioral clues that can reveal a person's true character. These are not complex psychological theories, but rather everyday behaviors that most of us tend to ignore. Imagine being able to see beyond polite words and rehearsed smiles, gaining insight into a person's authentic nature. This skill does more than just help you understand others better. It enables you to make wiser decisions about the people you allow into your life. In this discussion, we will explore these two critical clues. Once you become aware of them, you may never perceive people the same way again. In fact, you might even discover something new about yourself. Before we delve in, be sure to subscribe to the Stoic Dopamine channel so you don't miss out on more thought-provoking insights. Now, let's begin. 1. How a person treats those who cannot return the favor. To truly grasp a person's character, the Stoics would advise us to observe how they treat individuals who hold no power to benefit them in any way. This simple yet profound principle offers a clear window into their true values. When someone interacts with individuals who are in no position to provide any form of advantage, such as a waiter, a janitor, or a struggling stranger, their conduct unveils the essence of their moral compass. A genuinely kind person, according to the Stoics, will treat everyone with the same level of dignity and respect, regardless of social standing or potential utility. They do not display kindness merely as a means to gain favor or admiration. Their compassion is an intrinsic part of who they are. Such individuals may engage in small but significant actions, offering a sincere smile, expressing gratitude, or acknowledging the presence of someone who is often overlooked. While these gestures may seem minor, they hold great significance. They demonstrate that the person views others as equals, human beings inherently deserving of respect and recognition. The Stoics firmly believe that true virtue is defined by fairness, kindness, and respect, not out of expectation for reciprocation, but simply because it is the right thing to do. Conversely, an individual who is dismissive or rude to those who cannot offer them anything in return often exposes their own weaknesses. The Stoics would argue that such behavior is rooted in insecurity. Some people act superior or attempt to dominate others as a means of masking their own self-doubt. This kind of conduct serves as a glaring red flag, revealing a selfish and self-serving nature. For instance, if someone is condescending to a restaurant server or ignores individuals they perceive as less significant, it speaks volumes about their character. The Stoics would assert that this is not the behavior of a strong or virtuous person. The way a person treats individuals deemed unimportant serves as one of the most reliable indicators of their true self. When there is no audience to impress and nothing to be gained, their authentic nature surfaces. This is why paying attention to how someone interacts with a receptionist, a delivery driver, or a stranger in distress can be so telling. Are they patient and considerate, or do they exhibit impatience and indifference? These seemingly inconspicuous moments provide far greater insight into a person's integrity than any grand gestures or eloquent words ever could. According to the Stoics, kindness and respect are not innate qualities, but conscious choices we make every day. A person who consistently demonstrates gratitude and decency, even when it is neither expected nor required, showcases a deep-seated appreciation for others. They do not seek validation or rewards for their kindness. It simply emanates from their core. This reveals emotional strength, a generous spirit, and a well-grounded sense of self-worth. The Stoics maintain that true strength lies in self-discipline and unwavering commitment to moral principles, even when faced with challenges. On the other hand, those who belittle or disregard others often reveal an internal fragility. According to psychological studies, Such behavior frequently stems from deep-seated feelings of inadequacy. By demeaning others, they attempt to elevate their own self-image, but in reality, this only exposes their own insecurities. In summary, if you wish to uncover someone's true character, pay close attention to how they treat those from whom they have nothing to gain. These subtle but powerful interactions reveal more about a person than any outward display of charm or confidence ever could. Here's a more detailed and refined version of your passage. One of the best ways to understand a person's true character is to observe how they treat those who are vulnerable or less powerful. A person's real nature is often revealed not in grand gestures, but in the small, everyday interactions that may seem insignificant at first glance. The Stoics believe that to truly understand someone, we should pay close attention to how they behave in ordinary situations, especially when things don't go as planned. For instance, consider how someone reacts when a waiter makes a mistake with their order. Do they remain patient and understanding, acknowledging that errors are a natural part of life? Or do they become irritated, condescending, or even aggressive, treating the server with disrespect? Similarly, when faced with minor inconveniences, a delayed appointment, a miscommunication, or an unexpected obstacle, do they handle the situation with composure, reason, and kindness, or do they lash out, blame others, or let frustration control them? A person who remains calm, patient, and considerate in such moments demonstrates emotional resilience, self-control, and genuine concern for others. They recognize that everyone makes mistakes and that kindness costs nothing. Their ability to extend grace to others, regardless of the situation, reflects a strong moral compass and a commitment to virtue. In contrast, someone who reacts with anger or frustration over small matters may struggle with emotional regulation, empathy, and respect for others. Such behavior suggests a lack of self-awareness and a tendency to place personal convenience above the dignity of others. The Stoics would also encourage us to turn this observation inward. How do we personally treat those who have nothing to offer us? Do we acknowledge and respect people regardless of their status, or do we only extend courtesy when there is something to gain? Are we as patient with a stranger as we are with someone we admire? By reflecting on our own actions, we can better understand our strengths and weaknesses and work toward becoming more virtuous individuals. The Stoics believe that self-awareness is a foundation of wisdom, and that true character is not only something we observe in others, but something we cultivate within ourselves. Ultimately, the way a person treats those who can do nothing for them is one of the most revealing indicators of their true nature. It is in these seemingly small, everyday interactions that a person's values, integrity, and goodness become most apparent. If you want to know who someone truly is, the Stoics would tell you to watch how they behave when they think no one important is watching. This version provides more depth, structure, and clarity while maintaining the core message. Let me know if you like any further refinements. One of the most revealing ways to understand a person's true character is to observe how they treat those who are often overlooked or ignored. Do they show kindness, respect, and care, or do they act with coldness, arrogance, and indifference? The answer to this question can provide deep insights into who they really are. Kindness and respect are not just about maintaining a good public image. They are reflections of our inner nature. The ancient Stoics believed that true virtue is demonstrated in our interactions with those who can offer us nothing in return. Small, seemingly insignificant acts of kindness and respect are among the most powerful indicators of our humanity. They have the potential to create ripples of positivity, making the world a better place, one step at a time. As you go about your daily life, take a moment to notice how you treat people who have no influence over you, whether it's a waiter, a janitor, or a stranger in need. Similarly, observe how others behave in such situations. Do their actions reflect genuine warmth and consideration, or do they reveal a lack of empathy? In the end, it is not the grand, publicized gestures that define us, but rather the small, everyday choices we make. The Stoics taught that these choices serve as the true measure of our character. A person's moral integrity is evident not in moments of convenience, but in the way they consistently treat others, especially those with nothing to offer in return. Another crucial aspect of understanding a person's character, according to Stoic philosophy, is their ability to keep promises. While this may seem like a simple trait, it is a powerful indicator of trustworthiness, reliability, and personal integrity. Keeping promises is not just about fulfilling obligations. It is a reflection of respect for others and a commitment to one's values. When a person gives their word, they are making a pledge to act in a certain way, regardless of the circumstances. A person who consistently honors their promises demonstrates that they value honesty and integrity. They recognize that their words carry weight and that breaking a promise can erode trust and damage relationships. The Stoics believe that a virtuous individual is disciplined, principled, and respectful of their commitments. On the other hand, someone who frequently breaks promises or makes excuses reveals a lack of reliability and self-control. They may say what others want to hear in the moment, but their actions ultimately betray their true nature. This kind of behavior can lead to frustration and disappointment for those who rely on them. To the Stoics, failing to keep a promise is not just a failure toward others. It is a failure toward oneself. It signifies a lack of self-discipline and a disconnect between words and actions. Keeping one's word is essential for building trust, strengthening relationships, and cultivating self-respect. On a personal level, consistently honoring commitments fosters a sense of pride and confidence. It reinforces the belief that one is dependable and trustworthy. Conversely, breaking promises can create inner turmoil, leading to guilt, stress, and a weakened sense of self-worth. Over time, this pattern of behavior can strain relationships and cause deep personal dissatisfaction. If you want to determine whether someone is truly trustworthy, pay close attention to how they handle their commitments. Do they follow through on what they say, even when it is difficult or inconvenient? Or do they frequently make excuses and fail to deliver? A person who upholds their promises, even in challenging circumstances, displays a strong and virtuous character. They understand that their word is their bond, and that honoring commitments is a fundamental way to demonstrate respect for others and themselves. At the same time, it is essential to reflect on your own behavior. Do you keep your promises? Do you take your commitments seriously, or do you sometimes let them slide? Honest self-reflection can help you grow into a more dependable and honorable individual. The Stoics believe that self-awareness is the first step toward leading a virtuous life. By making a conscious effort to uphold your promises, you not only earn the trust of others, but also strengthen your own character. Ultimately, keeping promises is about more than just responsibility. It is about living with honesty, respect, and integrity. The Stoics regarded this principle as one of the most important markers of a person's true nature. When you keep your word, you demonstrate that you value others and that you can be relied upon. Likewise, when you encounter someone who consistently keeps their promises, you know you are dealing with a person of strong moral character. So, if you wish to understand someone's true nature, observe these two fundamental behaviors: how they treat those who cannot offer them anything in return, and whether they honor their promises. These seemingly small actions reveal far more about a person than grand, public gestures. The Stoics taught us that true character is not defined by momentous achievements, but by the everyday choices we make. As you navigate life, take these Stoic lessons to heart. Strive to be kind to those who cannot repay you, and always keep your promises. These are the hallmarks of a strong, virtuous, and trustworthy person. When you find these qualities in others, you will know that they are people worthy of respect and admiration. I sincerely hope that this message has been insightful for you. The fact that you have read this far is a testament to your desire for personal growth and self-improvement. If you found this valuable, I encourage you to leave a comment. If you are unsure what to say, simply write, "I dare." That way, I will know you made it to the end. If you are not yet subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Join us now and become part of this journey toward wisdom and virtue. Thank you for your attention, and until next time, stay strong, stay virtuous, and continue striving to be the best version of yourself, warrior.